Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to go ahead and start upgrading our 2011 Honda Element Unicorn. And one of the first things that we're going to do is we're going to start installing the upgraded stereo system and speakers. Now for this particular build, I'm not changing the preamp and I'm not changing the sub, because I don't really mind the sub or the preamp. But what I am going to do is I'm going to go ahead and install stereo, backup camera, the steering wheel control, speakers, 6.5s, MB quartz. They're amazing, they're cheap, and they sound great. I went ahead and got the plugs for the speaker too, because I don't want to cut my wires, and all the wires that you all need to do this. And I'm going to do this video in steps because I don't want a 40-minute video. It's too long to be watching that. So right now what we're going to do is we're going to install the speakers with the plug, and then we'll move to the next video or the next step. Make sure to subscribe, like, and follow. This will be a very interesting swap because I'm going to try to go in detail on everything that we do in here. And one of the first things that we're doing, like I said, is we're going to go ahead and pop these suckers in, and you'll see they're beautiful, they sound great, and for 30-35 bucks, yeah, you can't beat that. That's a good deal. Alright, so here are the tools that you'll need. You'll need a small little pry bar to pry off the little plastic panels that are in front of the speakers. Easy. You'll need a small Phillips. Here it is. A small flat, maybe. You'll definitely need a little utility knife or some kind of razor blade. I'll show you why. I like using the 3/4 self-tapping screws, especially if you're going to re-tap in the plastic. It's easy. The drill, well, that's just in case things get complicated, but we should be okay. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and open them up, see what they look like. And like I said, they're very beautiful speakers. They sound really nice. 6.5s. And as you can see, they even give you a cool little decal. Awesome possum. Screws that you don't need, but here they are. These are shallow mounts, and usually with shallow mount, you get a speaker that's a little more shallow than the ones that have a huge magnet. As you can see, they're very shallow. This is exactly what you want. Look at that beautiful tweeter, MB quart, ghosted in there. Very nice. And like I said, these are very nice speakers. For the price, you're getting more than what you pay for, I promise you. These are awesome. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and unbox them real quick, and then once I do that, we're gonna go ahead and start installing them. Once again, I'm gonna make this one video of the speaker installation, and then we're gonna make other videos. That way this video doesn't take 30-40 minutes to watch, because I think it would get boring. I don't know, but anyways, we'll check it out. So make sure to like and subscribe, because once again, we're gonna start doing this in steps. All right guys, here we go. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and take out the second pair of speakers out, and here you go. Very nice. Once again, it's a shame that you don't use the grills, because they're actually really nice, you know, with the black, gray, and red color. But once again, you don't really need them because you're hiding them underneath or beneath the or behind the little panel. So these are kind of trash in a way. So that's the speaker right there, and like I said, it's a really nice speaker. 60 to 120, 4 ohms. I mean, it's just a basic speaker, sounds really good, but I guarantee you, you'll be really happy with the sound. They're amazing. Right, so we're gonna go ahead and take this little flat bar right here and drive it into the bottom. This just makes it easier. Ooh, there it is. All right, so now that we got the panel out, that's your old speaker, and then we're gonna take this out. Okay, easy. There should be no work at all. Okay, and then once you have the speaker out, disconnect it from here. Ooh, this thing's hard. What the heck? There you go. That's the old one. It's a factory speaker. It's not Tor. But, oh yeah, it is Tor. Look, there it is. And no matter what you do, age is going to get to them. It doesn't matter how well you take care of them. It's just, that's just part of aging, I guess. So, once we got this thing off, we're going to go ahead and use the utility knife. Okay? And the utility knife, you need it to cut these little, like, guides. You don't really need them anymore, because with the speakers, once you cut put the new speakers on there, these things will be in the way, and you definitely don't want to have them there, because obviously you want your speaker to sit flush, and that's it. So now you could see that the little plugs are gone, the little buttons, whatever they are, and now everything is nice and flat. So we're gonna go ahead and grab the plugs that we ordered, and we're gonna go ahead and hook up the plug and then hook up the speaker. All right, now these are the plugs. The cool thing about these plugs is that they're already color coded. They're already white for positive, black for negative, and you don't have to guess or do anything else to them other than hook them up and then go. And obviously they fit because they have a little groove, so they're pretty cool. You don't have to feel confused or anything, and then that's it. There you go. Now what I like doing is I like using these self-tap screws, because I already know that my holes aren't going to align wherever they were before, so it doesn't really matter. So once I get my speaker, here they are, that's the speaker, and you'll know the positive, negative. It's not a big deal. That's your positive, and then there's your negative. Make sure that it's nice and tight. I see that this one right here is kind of loose, and I don't like that. So I'm gonna go ahead and get my crimpers, and then I'm gonna go ahead and tighten this up. All right, so these are the crimpers. Now if you don't have any, just get something that you could tighten this little plug with, because the problem is sometimes they give it to you real loose, and you just gotta tighten it up. It's not a big deal. All right, now once you do that, you'll get the speaker, and then you pop in the plugs. Now it's tight. Let's see how tight it is. Ooh, it's super tight now, but it's in. Yep. Oh yeah, it's in there. All right, so then once we have the plug in, all we got to do now is screw in the speaker. So now once you put the speaker in, basically you take the screw that you have. All right, and I'm gonna go ahead and mount the first screw. Go ahead and do it right here. That's it. You don't need a lot of pressure. These are self-tapping screws, but it's not like you're doing metal or anything, but this is enough to hold the speakers tight, and then that's it. Uh-oh. I don't think this one went in the right spot. There it is right there. Okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and do it right here. And that's it. Now, once I got those in, I'm gonna check it. I'll probably do one more, maybe right here or right here, just to keep it leveled. And do this one here. Make sure you hold your drill or your screwdriver with your hands, because what you don't want is you don't want your screwdriver slipping and punching a hole into your speaker. That would not be good. All right, now once you got it in there, you're ready to go. Take your grill, you put your grill back in, and that's it. And as you can see, it sits in flushed. You don't see anything. Everything looks really nice. And that's a shallow mount MB quart. All right, we're gonna go ahead and do the other doors, and then we'll see how it sounds. All right, now for the back speaker, it's real easy, because all you gotta do is pull this right here, and then you're in, just like that. And then once again, we're gonna go ahead and take the drill, take these out real quick. I'm gonna go down. You see the last one right here. Alrighty. Once again, these are factory speakers. That's a good thing, because it means that nobody's messed with this car ever. Let's pull the little plug out right here. There it is right there. Now we got the back speakers. We're gonna use another plug. There it is right here. And once again, follow the guide. Let me see the little guide on there. Plug it in, positive, negative. We'll test it real quick to make sure that it's not loose. Oh, this one's tight. All right. And this one is good to go. Go ahead and drop the plug back in there. And then once again, oh, I forgot, this one has the little things too. We're gonna have to cut them. So I'm gonna hold the speaker, and I'm gonna go ahead and cut them. And yep, this one's good, but this one is a little high. I don't want it interfering. Take your time. You don't have to do it quick. It's not a race. There you go. And then once you have the speaker in, same deal. We're gonna put some self-tapping screws in there. Screw one here. Remember, watch your screwdriver. You don't want to screw up your speakers, especially with the brand new. Put the top one in. Top one in is fell on a different hole, so we can't use the top one. But we could use the ones on the side right here. Uh-oh. Hold on. Remember, don't rush. Take your time. All right, we're gonna go ahead and move it because I feel like it's having issues and I don't want to have issues. We're gonna do the top ones first. Slowly. That's one. We're gonna go ahead and do the bottom one. That's two. And then we'll just do a third one for just in case. And that's it. That speaker's in. And that makes two. So we're gonna go ahead and do that to the other two, and then we'll be ready to go. All right, so as you can see for this side, I've already taken the speakers out and the plug's right there. So now I do still have to cut these off. And this is one of the things that, you know, it kind of just helps not having them because you don't really need them anymore. And then once you cut these off, you should be ready to go. As you can see, the plugs are in, positive, negative, and then positive and negative. So that's ready to go. All right, guys, so the speakers are in. They're ready to go. Back in front. Now, just keep a note that if you do decide to use the factory screws, that sometimes the factory screws tend to lift the panel up. That's just saying, if you can live with that, then go for it. But this is the reason why I like using these 3/4 self-tapping screws. You don't have to buy self-tapping screws. I use these self-tapping screws for a lot of metal projects and other stuff that I do. That's why I always keep them around. You could just use a nice 3/4 regular plastic screw and it'll be just fine. But that's it. Now, what I'm gonna do now is go ahead and put the panels on there. They should fit perfect. Okay. As you can see, there's no gap. Real nice. And here's the back panel. So I'm going to go ahead and put the back panel on. There you go. And now we're going to go ahead and test it. See how it sounds. It should sound amazing. And like I said, I still have the factory radio. So all I'm doing right now in this video is upgrading the speakers. Next is we're going to go ahead and put the stereo and the backup camera. But once again, I don't want to make a long video because I don't want to make y'all sit through a 40 or 50-minute video doing this. So we're going to do it in parts. And there's a lot of references and things that you could use, information. I'll put the links to the stuff that I use, and that way you could also buy it, get it, or just do your own investigation or whatever works for you. But this is what they sound like right now, and they sound amazing. So yeah, that's really good. I don't want to do too much of that because I don't want YouTube to get me for trying to use their music or whatever, you know what I mean? Let me see. Let's try this one. Nope. Let's try this one.
According to guitarist Mike Campbell,
no, there's nothing on. I don't know. Well, anyways, they sound great, man. Make sure to like, subscribe, and make sure to follow. Like I said, this is just a speaker upgrade. Next, I'm doing the backup camera in stereo. Probably do the backup camera by itself just because running the wire takes a little time, and I think that could be intimidating for some people, especially if you've never done it. But you know, in the world that we live in today, saving money is a must. So if you could do it yourself, I'd say just go for it. You know, take your time, don't rush it, and you know, there's information out there. People make a lot of these videos, whether it's an Element or other vehicles that you could use. So don't be scared. And like I said, save your money, buy on a budget, but buy good stuff that's still on a budget. And those MB quartz, they kick butt for the price. 30-35 bucks for some MB quartz is amazing, I guarantee you. All right guys, make sure to subscribe, like, and hit the notification. Catch the next video, because the next video is going to be the stereo upgrade and then the camera, and then we'll see how that goes. Y'all be good, stay in your element.